So if you want to make your way down to 226 Anacostia Road, Southeast DC, come on down, join us. It's an official cannabis event. So if you eat weed, you drink weed, you smoke weed, come on out because this is an event for you. What's going on? As usual, I have my boys in the building, Prezi King 4 and Big Sip. How y'all feeling today?
Happy New Year.
I know.
Happy New Year. This is my first time seeing y'all, man, since the New Year. What's been going on?
We've been popping. You know, we doing things for the New Year. We at our first official Go Live event. How about that? Culture Links out here, Hustle Firm Radio.
Clap it up, Culture Links. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up.
It is really strong.
Yes. Y'all want to smoke it?
Oh no, we good. Like everybody keep rolling, coming up. Y'all smoke. Nah, we good. G. We good. Well, appreciate you though.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a little. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Me and Tim will be indulging all afternoon long.
Oh, I'm sure you guys will.
They smoke enough for us.
Yeah, we good. But if you do guys have any non-cannabis drinks or eats, pass them my way.
Y'all gotta indulge a little bit for the event, just for the culture. Do it for the culture.
I don't know about that. I think about it. Maybe the higher I get from the smoke,
you gonna get a contact high at least.
Maybe the higher I get from the contact, I'll be more open to trying some stuff.
Attacking black people in America, it's the same concept. So it's like Babylon weren't free to get to you with them. It's like police terrorize to get at you for like once you being a get you is the bottom of the bottom. You see what I'm saying? It's in Jamaica. It's a powerful word to be how to explain. It's kind of hard to explain it. Like it's something to like embrace as far as I'm gonna get at you, but I'm making it something in life. You see what I'm saying? That's kind of what it is. So in Jamaica, he's saying you from the hood or from the ghetto or from poverty or whatever the case may be, or you a nigga or whatever, you a get at you. You know what I'm saying?
Like for the first time, I'm gonna tell you how I came to that because I said it out loud.
To someone?
I said it out loud to someone, and when I was saying, I was like, "What is it saying?"
Your Road, Southeast DC. Yeah. We're here all day. Eat, drink, smoke, eat edibles,
infused food. We got pizza. We got everything. Come check us out. Greens, rice, everything. Come check us out.
So, what was your idea behind putting the event together?
My idea behind putting this event together was trying to infuse things that I know a lot of people sit around and smoke and play Madden and play different video games. So I just tried to get it all as one big house party and come do it over here in Anacostia.
Because this is the first of its kind here in the area.
It's definitely a first of its kind.
So we can basically call it an inaugural event. This is
definitely an inaugural event. This is definitely an inaugural event. We want to grow it. We want to make it a thing because we know people play Madden and 2K. So we're just trying to get it all under one roof and have everyone come enjoy everything all together as one.
We definitely got to get this 2K tournament popping. You playing today? Who you using?
I'm not playing today, actually. I'm actually throwing the tournament. But actually, speaking on the 2K, there's a former pro basketball player that's willing to help promote that tournament. So, that 2K tournament will probably happen.
I ain't playing in this Madden shit, but I'm playing in that.
That 2K tournament probably will happen.
Okay.
All right, what time the tournament getting started?
The tournament, there's no real time.
Okay.
We tried to set a time, but coming off late Saturday nights for everybody going into Sunday, it kind of makes it, tough. We know everyone's probably just getting up right now. We know none of the people want to go to none of them bar events because the bars are catching a lot of heat right now. So because our event is private, we can have the nice events still. We can have the Canna events. We can have the Madden tournaments, or we can decide what we want to do.
Awesome. So give them the address again.
226 Anacostia Road, Southeast. Come check us out.
All right, we're here all day. Culture Links, we live, Hustle Firm Radio.
So before you get out of here, who you pick for the Super Bowl?
The real Super Bowl, the NFL?
Yeah.
Tom Brady and the New England Patriots.
You a Patriots fan?
I'm a Steelers fan, but the Patriots seem to have like a gold card in the NFL. They seem to know everybody's defense. They seem to make every team's defense look like they're not even in the playoffs. How it is here in Washington.
It is.
The Redskins will never get better with half of the people cheering for any other team. Yeah, any other team they cheer for here. So that makes it tough. That's mentally on their psyche. They try to blame it on the owner and all this and that. The players still got to go out there and play. Whoever they're playing in the playoffs is not as bad in the regular season, but in the playoffs, they study your weakness and they make a whole like 5 to 7 plays off your weakness. So not only do they run their regular stuff, they sneak in them weakness plays, and it makes it look like, how is this looking so easy for them? You know what I mean? Like, it always looks easy for them once it hits the playoffs.
Right.
So there's a few teams that gives them problems. Like Miami always gives them problems for some reason. I don't know what.
That's
I don't know if it's Miami's defense or whatever. They beat them this year too, Miami. But I don't know.
You know, thank goodness Miami's not in the playoffs.
Right. Who all is in the playoffs, by the way? Because, you know, I'm busy
See, that's how I feel about it. I don't get a chance to follow nothing at all.
Right.
I be busy too, but I try to keep up with sports a little bit.
I mean, that's a good thing if we're too busy to keep up, you know, in a way. That's a good thing.
We just old. You know,
Yeah,
we
yeah.
might not even give a fuck about it like that for real no more. We just talking shit.
Right.
Look at Joy over there.
We got competition now, Joe. I see you opening up now a little bit. She done saw something. When it's a light dark skin battle, so we gonna have to step back a little bit.
Oh, don't get Joy started. No, of course not. Of course not. Of course we not, Joy. We not talking about you.
Okay,
Go ahead.
mix it up. Okay.
Okay. Ooh, fuck him up. Do we got any ladies participating in the tournament
We
today?
have one right now showing up. I didn't tell you. You're gonna have to walk it out. How you doing?
Are you participating in the tournament?
I'll walk out. You can talk to her.
You playing in the tournament?
She's actually not playing in the
you're not
tournament.
gonna
She's
play in
going to
the
run
tournament?
the shots booth over there.
Oh, okay.
If you want to find yourself a chair, there's one over there, or whatever you want to sit on over there. There's some over there. Put one over there.
Once again, Hustle Firm, we are at 226 Anacostia Road, Southeast. Prez said he ready to get that alcohol flowing, man. That's what
I need
Prez
something to
said,
eat.
you
I'm
know what I'm
hungry too,
saying?
man.
We got it all. Whatever you want.
We got food.
We got
in
light,
here.
dark, orange, yellow. You know what I mean? Whatever kind of drink, food.
So how y'all 2018 been so far, man?
Mine's been awesome, to be honest with y'all. I'm shocked. I'm extremely shocked. You know,
All right.
I'm blessed. Like, I feel so relaxed. I feel so confident.
We definitely starting off the new year in the right way.
Yeah, all angles, all levels, man. Things are going great. The studio, the clothing, events, everything is just awesome.
You do clothing also?
Oh yeah, that's the hoodie.
Where's Tim at with the hoodie?
That's my clothing.
The
line.
ghetto youth.
Clothing is like my first. Clothing was my first business back in 1997 to 2003. I was in the clothing business heavy. Not my own clothing, but I had a clothing store, you know, the Fat Farm, Fubu, and Nietzsche, all that, the hip hop gear. And it was fun. If you're in the clothing business and trying to get your brand out, they have 2 shows a year. One show is in Las Vegas and one show is in New York. It's called the Magic Show. And basically what the Magic Show is the big open warehouse with booths, similar like how the Canna community does, but it's every single clothing line, from Diddy's clothing line. It's any clothing line who's anybody. It's $2,000 for the booth, and people from everywhere, because it's New York City, people from everywhere come and they order in bulk. So when they come up to your booth, they'll say, let me get 5 dozen of them, 12 dozen of them, and you know. So anybody that's trying to get a clothing label off the ground, you'd have to go to the New York City show. For sure, if you're not going to go to the Vegas one.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call you.
Prez love New York too. Don't you know? You got him excited about New York shit.
I'll call you tomorrow, something like that. And, you give me the ins and out. But that's something that I'm definitely interested in doing. Like this is I asked these guys. I just drew up something. You know what I'm saying? Put it out, and people. I sold like 40 hoodies in less than a month, 2 weeks. Sip.
Oh man, what's to say? I can't see, but if you
get to youth.
Hey Tim.
I'll get the youth. Plus,
you got a second?
It's in the pot
right there.
Plus Prez
Who wants your hoodie?
Plus Prez is foreign, and when you're foreign in America, the other foreigners support you.
Yeah.
So New York would be definitely a good place to go try to get your label out.
Cool.
Definitely.
Cool. Yeah, I gotta get some things in place, but thank you, sir.
Definitely.
Thank you for the knowledge. Why you got out the game? Why you kept going in the clothing game?
When I got out when I was in the clothing game, it was heavy. You know, everyone that was in the street, this is what they bought. So that's what I got in. I was like, oh my God, there's an opportunity. So as it started to, as you start to rise, then you, just like in any business, you run into copycats. So at this time, TJ Maxx and Gabriel's was starting to get the same stuff. And, they're buying in such a bigger bulk because they're a bigger brand and bigger nationwide brand.
Right.
So once they started getting it, then it made it to where it watered us down because now people's going to go over there and buy it for $20 cheaper than to come to us. So
okay.
That's what made me make a move on that.
Oh, damn.
And I was buying most of my stuff in New York in the garment district. Just going to New York and taking it back to Pittsburgh and putting it on the shelf.
All right.
So. And I was getting stuff pretty cheap.
Oh, really?
$30 jeans. That was the name brand jeans that I was saying before.
Right.
$30 and $34. $34 is the most I'd ever pay for jeans.
How much you sell them for?
$75.
See, more than double your profit.
I would more than double my profit, and then the stores and the main bigger ones were selling for 100. Because in the late 90s, money was hustlers would do whatever.
Right.
Spend whatever. I mean. So
yeah, I want to get in this game, man. I love the clothing game so far. It's
and you have a major culture of your culture in New York City, so it would just take the right
push.
The right push. You would just have to go to that show for real. It's a hit or miss like this. You know what I mean? It's hit or miss. You might go 3 times and not sell nothing. That 4th time, them buy everything you got. But like I said, they buy in bulk. It's not like they're gonna buy one. They buy about a dozen. So they'll say, let me get 2 dozen of this color. This show is for to buy in bulk because it's all. Most of the people that come there have stores somewhere, so that's why they're buying in bulk. It's not your normal, public people coming in there. So
you gotta have that bulk like right on hand, or you can.
No.
Okay.
You send it to them.
You just struck a nerve conversation with Prez.
Yeah.
Prez sit up here and talk about you. With
Yeah,
this shit all day.
let's do it. We probably helping someone else out there too.
Exactly.
So, but yeah, you could just have a couple display or whatever displays you want to have behind you. And they pick from right there, and you write down. You exchange information, and you ship it out to them.
Okay.
There's a white kid.
Excuse me, I'm sorry to be rude and interrupt this conversation. I just want to I'm emotional right now because I'm smoking a blunt on Hustle for Radio.
We told you this was inaugural. We tried to tell you this is inaugural. Big sip.
Oh yeah, he's the first.
This is a first for us, Tim.
His first smoking on the radio. You can't smoke in the studio.
No smoking in the studio.
So this is a first.
So
yeah,
we're gonna have to get once. I'm trying to work a deal with Hustle Firm Entertainment. Let's put that out across the airwaves. We're gonna have to get an alternate studio because I know for sure these rappers make half of their good stuff off of blunt. So we gonna.
I know.
We're gonna have to work something out.
Let's do that.
Because watch out for Hustle Firm in 2018. They got a lot of stuff that might be popping off. So along with the stuff they regular,
we are gonna have a lot of stuff popping off.
Yeah, we got music. I was telling Leighton that we got I got some crazy music in the studio that you haven't heard. You know what I'm saying?
Prez got a hit he holding on to.
I got a hit. I really got a big record.
He got an out of this world record.
If I play it right now, you gonna be like, oh shit.
He won't.
So
I'm waiting. I got too much.
I know how the music shit is. It's kind of like timing. You know what I mean? It's kind of
not really. I haven't put a record out because like Sip could be spinning the record right now. It's just that I got to clean the record up, and I just haven't sat down to clean the record up. And
this record is
I promise you, by the end of January, it'll be done.
This record is phenomenal.
I can't wait to hear it.
The record is phenomenal.
I hope we can collab and keep phenomenal records coming from Hustle Firm Entertainment.
Besides these weed events that I do DJ a lot, I do a lot of nightclub events, and I keep on telling this nigga that record will work.
Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. It's a big record, man.
I wonder, should you have the artist perform it to open it up, to blast it in the club or whatever?
I'm actually one of the artists in the record.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Okay, well let's.
Do you know I write and record?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to what is it, Karma? And let's put a show together.
Let's do it. Like that's.
Let's do it.
And
hey, you gotta smoke the blunt live on Hustle Firm.
The DMV is full of local talent. That gets overlooked. I know some. My fault. I know some people try to cater to the local talent, and
I know we are.
and Hustle Firm is gonna be doing it as well. And you know, let's hope for the best. I got a couple things I'm gonna be talking to Hustle Firm about, and hopefully we can, you know, put something together, because it's like the youth movement.
Right.
They want to rap, they want to be entertainers, and I want to say something about a lot of the older generational rappers. They always want to talk down on the youth as far as their looks and like as far as the skinny jeans and like how they look kind of crazy, because it looks kind of crazy to our culture, because we're used to just, you know, we're used to the 90s look and 90s rap and culture. And what happens is, back then, rappers' careers were short. So these guys, these younger generation could just jump right in and almost look like them and blah, blah, blah. But now, the rappers' careers are going 10 years longer. So now these kids can't jump in and do the same things that the older guys are doing. So they have to do something totally opposite or different, something to their generation, to make it to where they are, you know, whatever, they're doing their thing. So I try not to knock them too much with this look that they're rocking with, and just, you know, let them.
To me, it's the same. It's a repeater cycle.
Exactly.
Back in the 90s, they had their own style, and
bottom pants.
And the older people were knocking what they were doing and the way they were dressing, the way they were talking. The same with the 2000s. I think it's just a rinse and repeat type thing or whatever, especially dealing with hip hop.
Well, it's definitely a repeat type thing, but I'm talking about as far as the look. Like, as far as talking about certain, you know, cars and jewelry, and, you know, we're the best crew. We started from the furthest bottom. You know, that's all, you know, repetitive. But
back in the 60s, like the 60s and 70s, didn't they wear like bell bottoms and tight pants and
Right.
and shit like that?
But they didn't act feminine. You know what I mean? As feminine.
Well, you can't. Well, that's a lot of these feminine. I think it's more so for like a marketing strategy, like, because Young Thug is definitely not gay.
Right.
He called niggas baby and honey.
But I don't think, is he with them anymore? Does he see something that he wasn't with them or
With
something?
who?
But Cash Money no more.
But he was never with Cash.
He was never with Cash.
Oh, he wasn't?
No, he was
Okay.
a rich gang. He would be managed by Baby. Baby
okay.
was guiding him. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But
Okay.
he was never signed to Cash Money record.
Okay.
He signed a Gucci Man. You know what I'm saying?
He signed to Gucci Man
He
right
used
now?
to sign to Gucci Man. Gucci Man gave him his own platform, gave him his own label and stuff like that when he went to jail.
Okay.
But he was never signed to Cash Money Records.
Okay.
You don't
You know? So it's like
You want me to teach you? We gonna teach Joy how to roll a blunt live on air.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
Nice. This is right up, you know.
Yeah.
This is something we all got experience in, Joy, so don't let us down. After we teach you.
Yeah.
Hold up. I got a call coming in live on the air.
You get something to eat? Huh? When you get something to eat?
Yeah, they just set up 2 vendors in here. We got 2 vendors set up. I'm doing a radio interview right now. I'm on the radio live. Yep.
Yeah, we live.
Yeah.
House from Radio Culture Links crew. We live. We out here with the smokers.
I'm gonna get up and do some work in a minute, there.
What you going
Kind
to
of
do?
work.
You go.
I'm a DJ. Yes, Joy, take that jacket off. I
Let me
couldn't
hit
wait.
that. I ain't smoking.
I couldn't wait.
I took a couple of days off. I was
couldn't
going to take
wait.
30 days off, but fuck it. I mean,
Yeah, you can say
okay.
fuck it.
I have a trucker's
Go
mouth, so
ahead.
sorry about that.
Yeah, you can say fuck
Some
it.
stuff will
bitch.
slip out every now and
You
again.
can say bitch, pussy.
Yeah, we own this, so we do whatever we please.
Oh, nice.
That's the beauty of this.
Oh,
platform.
man.
This is our network.
Watch out for Hustle Firm in 2018. I'm telling y'all.
This is how we do whatever we want. Yeah, we
I'm
got a
telling
lot
y'all.
coming, man.
Thank
We
you
got a lot.
thank you for having us. Though,
Yes. Thank you for having us.
We definitely gotta.
Yeah, man. We got
Maybe
a
I
lot.
won't throw the tournament. I'll just have you guys here once a month, and we'll just talk on the radio.
And invite some smokers over.
Yeah, and we'll just invite some smoker. We'll let them do their thing, and we'll just sit over here. Well, you know, maybe we'll figure something else different. Maybe this is supposed to happen a different way. You know what I mean? Maybe we're supposed to do something.
It's not
Everything-
over.
It's not over. It's the first one. You know.
I mean, nah, yeah. The thing is, like I said, I was gonna do a couple Madden tournaments in a row to build it up, but I've been getting so much feedback on NBA 2K, along with a guy who's willing to sponsor, who is a professional basketball player. So we could be leaning towards 2K like real soon,
Why don't you do both of them do the same 2 different stations?
or maybe that.
That sounds 2 different crowd.
That
You know,
sounds
it's what the time. You
that
know,
sounds good to
Madden
me.
right now. You know,
What are you planning on doing? Is this an R&R vacation, or should we text you? Should we not text you?
No texts are allowed.
I'm
No
different.
texts.
I
No
text if I
text
wanna text
messages
you.
are allowed.
I'm different though.
No text messages are allowed. It is a little bit of both R&R and a little bit of turn up as well.
Okay.
I'm celebrating. I'm turning out my last 20s, y'all. I'm gonna be 29, and I think it's beautiful, and that's it. So I'm headed to the islands.
Oh, you turning 29? Yeah, you young as shit, yo.
I will be 29. I feel like I'm old as shit.
So you think you
Young,
You
29.
think you found the right? But yeah, we're at 226 Anacostia Road. We got it all here, man. It's Sunday, fun day. I know people's probably watching the playoff games. We got that here too. So you trying to get out the house? You know, come down here.
I
Have
know.
some fun.
It's
Listen to some good music.
Yes, good music, fun people, good vibe, thick females.
you
know
know
what I'm
what?
saying?
Southeast
Edibles.
is in here for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep. Yeah, they got the smoke out here as well.
Yeah, I think I'm
Cannabis
getting a
all-
little bit high.
Yeah, I'm be high. By the time I leave,
Contact buzz everywhere.
yeah, I'm be high as fuck. Tim is high, Sip is high.
Yeah, we getting it in. we
Sip,
getting it.
as he get done, Sip smoke while he rolls. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right?
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, Sip. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
And it's crazy
He
because
smoke, he rolls. You
because
next.
I wanna eat a cookie, but I'm so scared
No, they're not strong like that.
because
I'm
I don't want to
telling
be
you.
high.
No, it's not like that.
But
For real.
this ice cream is good.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, it's good for right now. Fuck you in a second.
No, it's her. She makes hers to where it's not like, you know, it don't knock you down or nothing, but you know you just feel good. You know
Well, I
what
just
mean?
need a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah, so
How about
you know,
that?
grab you one of them cookies,
Yeah, I am.
and then you know
I am gonna give me a cookie.
eat it.
Then Press going to split a chocolate chip cookie.
Oh, you know you
Cause we
need,
not smokers, so we gonna do this for the culture one time.
but you need to eat the whole cookie though.
No, hell no.
It's not strong. It's not a 500 milligram or not. It's only like 200 or $150.
She told the cook, okay,
Tell
you
them
with
how
me?
much.
The
Uh-huh.
cook told me that I need to eat half of it if I don't eat edible.
Yeah, it gonna fuck you up. I had an edible before. I was at a Sip event. I think.
Me too. It's always fucking around with Sip.
Yeah, right. You fuck around with Sip. You go eat edibles and shit like that. You go home. You like, what the fuck just happened? What am I doing? What
What
the
is-
fuck?
This ice cream is actually really good.
You're home. You're like, thank
See?
God I'm home. I
She
don't
makes
feel
her
too
stuff-
good,
she-
but I'm home, so
she-
I'm okay.
She's more into putting like a certain amount of THC levels in it,
Uh-huh.
but after that, it's all about taste.
Yeah, you know, her and I had a conversation about it, and she's really good. Her business, she has a lot of great ideas. And with
Great
we're talking
ideas.
about, for those who are listening, is Eat Your Medicine Canna Cooking. Hosted by, her name is Freedom Chef.
Her name is Selena, but she
Okay.
calls herself the Freedom Chef, the #1 canna.
Okay, so
chef
so
in the
her
business.
officially name is Selena Baker, and
Correct.
she is the owner of Eat Your Medicine Canna Cooking. And I just tried some of the ice cream that she makes. It's amazing. It does not taste. It tastes like ice cream, and you know, we just kind of went over like her business and what she has coming up and going on, and she's like really good. She's leaning towards what she did mention was like a lot of holistic ways of doing medicine instead of actually you know, having or over-the-counter drugs, you know.
She could be possibly getting into the promotion business, as far as like throwing a couple shows for some artists she likes as well.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Sip have talked to her on different occasions. Maybe maybe we can work something out. Hopefully, that's the plan anyway. Is
Right.
maybe work something out with her or you know, whoever, and make something happen. So
Yep. Bring those artists out here. You know, we bring everything, the cannabis in some sort of way. Brandon, you know, most importantly, the bag. Get to the bag.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, in the cannabis community is where it's at. And I will say, I went to 2 other tournaments. I don't know if people in the DMV they're not like tournament savvy or they just not into it. But prior to me planning this, I went to 2 other ones that were for half the price and it was the same results. So that's what made me double mine. I'm like, maybe the people were like, man, I'm not messing with that small tournament. But if it was something bigger, I would hop in. So that's why I doubled it to 50. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know if it's because people try to film on Sundays all the time. I don't know if it's been in Baltimore bars, it's been in Maryland, it's been DC. So I don't know. Maybe they're just not gamers like that.
Well, tell them where we are and bring them out. Tell them.
I tell them we're 226 Anacostia Road, Southeast, Washington, D.C.
Awesome.
20019.
Awesome. Come on out. We have drinks. We have food. We have treats, like sweet treats. And then also Hustle Firm Entertainment, Hustle Firm Radio. We're live. We're live
here.
And we're lit.
We're live. We got the entertainment. What party you ever going to go to? Got the radio station and a DJ broadcasting from there.
Right.
You know you're going to have to get a Hustle Firm Entertainment if you want to have a good party like that where they have everybody there.
Yep.
Nobody in the business is doing this. So support them. They're grinding out here hard. You know, they're trying to bring you the best venues. So that's what it is.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I'm going to see if we can get some of the attendees here on a mic to see how their experience is. I'm trying to get this lady's right here, this shit right here.
That's it. Oh, what's the date on that motherfucker?
It just took this.
Oh, damn.
I mean, it just had to be yesterday, though. But I don't know what could.
Hey, y'all smoke fun of it? Nah, I just wrote it like this.
Just like that be fine. Yeah, don't forget to put that in there. Add some of that in there.
It's super crack and mixed with Triple OG hash rosin, mixed with Dr. Who wax, mixed with super great Gorilla Glue, and then super great rolled inside of bubble hash.
God damn, super. Hey.
That's a super food.
That bitch pulling out.
Oh, he scored it. Damn. I know my team. That's what that overfield time for you.
She's stuck on her mind. I wish she would just eat it.
I am going to eat it. I'm waiting for Selena.
Selena hyped it up higher than what it is because it's only 200 milligrams of tops. And anything 200 milligrams, you're not even going to feel nothing. To tell you the truth.
So, may I ask you a question?
So
Lathan, how you got into this business?
Come on. Yeah, so we have an attendee. Come on.
She wants to do an interview with
Just
a regular.
we have a person who's attending. She's been in Selena Corner for a minute now. So
Yeah, and she got on my team hat. Everyone knows I'm a New York fan, so
okay,
I'm a New York Giants fan.
we're live on the radio station, and just go ahead and tell the people your name and like how you feeling this event so far.
Okay. I'm Annie Mae, and I just came to the event to check it out. This is actually my first time at the event, but it's just a really good event. And I'm vibing. Is definitely a good vibe in here. And just wanted to come check it out and see how Selena was doing with the cooking. Bud's Baked Cooking is the best. And it smells good in here. It looks good in here. And I'm just saying, if you got time, you can come by and check it out.
That's right. Thank you. That's right. That's right. Thank you so much. Have you tried some of the food, the edibles over there yet?
Well, you know, it's the beginning of the year, and I'm trying to watch the calorie intake. But the ice cream, I could not resist. It's awesome.
Like Jill.
That's it.
Thank you so much for stopping
See,
by.
that
to
wasn't so
chat
hard,
with
right?
us. Right.
It wasn't bad. It
Wasn't
wasn't bad.
bad.
Go Giants for next year game.
No, that's Giants all the way, no matter what. Me and we out, we're still in.
You guys got rid of Cruz though, so
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
I know he couldn't stay healthy. But you was asking before how I got into the
Yeah, how you got into this business?
Business?
You mentioned how you got into the gaming business. You were actually a gamer, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So how do you got into the cannabis business?
I got arrested. Nah,
What you mean? Like you got arrested? Like you got arrested for cannabis?
I'm gonna blame this on my father.
Okay, you gonna give us the facts, or you go like trying to like you know what I'm saying, trying to like sprinkle a little, you know what I'm saying, little.
The statute of limitations has passed. My dad, when I was growing up, my dad used to grow. So I grew up in the country, and all the guys that used to grow in the country, whenever they used to get their crop in, they used to be at the local bar and stand like 6 feet away from the wall. And then they'd all stand and throw like a dart, but it was their biggest bud. So they'd throw their biggest bud against the wall, and whoever's bud stuck the longest won. And my dad would always win every year.
Oh.
So I'm like second generation, like weed smoker. So then, of course, you know, through my 20s and everything, I dabbled a little bit.
Right.
And now that I moved to DC from Pittsburgh, and it's legal here and so wide open, I just figured, you know,
why not?
Yeah, it's been in my life my whole life, so it's just been something that's been there.
At what age you started smoking?
I would say 22, 23 when I came out the Marines.
Why so late? Because if you've been in your life and your dad is second generation, why wait it so late to start smoking? Not saying it's a bad thing. Right. I just want to know why.
Because when you grow up in the country, it's easier to control you. Like, so if they say weed's bad and there's like 10 guys smoking and 40 not, then it's like, oh, them guys, there must be something wrong with them. So because I always played sports through high school, I never did no drugs or alcohol really.
Oh.
When I went to the Marines, I used to drink like a couple beers. That was it. Maybe 1, 2. Never nothing. So then when I got out, it was just like, you know, I'm out in the world. Buddies of mine were still in college, and that's when it happened at a college party one time. I smoked for the first time at a college party. And then it was just like, wow. Feels like, you know, it's a whole new world now, you know what I mean? And then because I never liked drinking. So once I started smoking, it was like, you know, I found my
relaxation.
Niche. Yeah.
See, you mentioned sport, right?
Mm-hmm.
What sports you played in school while you were in school?
I played football and basketball, but I stopped playing football after 9th grade. But I played basketball all the way through. The high school coach at the time was the same coach who coached my father. So when I was done with my 9th grade season, my father asked me, does that coach ever talk to you at all? And I said, no, not really. Actually, now that I think about it. So then when he told me that, I was walking down the hall and it was just me and the high school coach. And he acted like I didn't even exist. So I told everyone I'll never play a down for him. And I just played basketball the whole rest of my senior year. I mean, my senior high years. And then went to the Marines.
Did you ever get an answer why he never talked to you?
No, because I kept asking my dad the same thing. And where we're from, some white people just don't like you. You know what I mean?
So he was white?
Yeah, he's white. And it's a country school in the country, Pennsylvania. It's a public school, but it was in the country. And he was just rural. He was just like that. You know what I mean? And on top of that, like, you could just always tell because when I was coming through, the running back position, of course, was the dominant position. So if it was a white guy, oh my God, he got so much praise. But if it was a black guy, it was like, yeah, they're happy we're winning. But, you know what I mean? So I just didn't even want to go under that circumstance. I'd rather just be free, play basketball, have fun. It was the Michael Jordan era. You know what I mean? So Isaiah at Magic time. Actually, Mike was just starting. It was more Magic Isaiah time.
How did you survive that culture mentally in Pittsburgh while you were there, knowing the fact that you live in the countryside and there racism exists and you could see it without someone verbally stating it? How do you survive mentally and actually emotionally? Because you had to feel some type of way about walking to school as a kid.
Definitely.
How you survive that?
It's real. People don't. That's a great question. People don't understand how it really is for real, because a lot of people in life, they meet their significant other in high school. Even if they don't get married, then maybe they, you know what I mean? A lot of people meet their significant other in high school. So where we were, so where we were, you know, of course, the parents didn't want their daughters dating us and that type deal, so it pushed us closer together. But after high school, it was definitely a no-go. They would go their own way and we would go our own way. So it was like we had we couldn't settle down with our high school sweetheart because they wasn't going to allow it.
Right.
So it made us mostly just want to fuck them more. Seriously, you know what I mean? Just to piss off the parents.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And we knew they were with it, but we were more with it just because we knew we were pissing off the parents, you know, more than anything. But as time came along and you went later in your 90s, a lot of biracial kids had came along at this time. So it started to be, and where I'm from is probably the #1 biracial kid area in America now. So it has changed around a lot.
You fuck a lot of white bitches.
Yeah, we're coming up. And I was into sports, you know what I mean? So you know how even in professional sports, when guys make it, they switch to the white girl. And I would like for Jill to speak on this. Why do you think this is, Jill? I always like to hear African American women's input on why they think when we, you know, as sports stars or entertainers, we get it, and then, you know, we bring a white girl into our situation, even if it's not our girl that we're in pictures with, you know, she's in the background and people know that we're sleeping with her. What do you think about that?
This is just a personal opinion, actually, but I think it's because us as African American women, we're not gonna go for just anything. In terms,
what you mean by anything?
Just like in terms of just relationships, we're not. And we tend to not actually be as submissive as we should be. So I think that actually plays a part as well. It's not the whole entire reason. But, you know, and then sometimes you got to think about, sometimes I think that the athletes are shallow men, you know, so they get a trophy, what they would consider a trophy or arm candy, to be by their side, because she may look exotic, she may look like this, she may look like that.
I don't know if anyone got anyone exotic.
Let me pick it back.
That's
the PG version. She give me the PG version, okay?
Get to it, Jill.
It's just like I think it's
Joe
just like
give me the PG version.
It's like it's a.
We're gonna cover all of our views.
Yeah, it's like I just think because us black women, we're not as submissive as we could be or should be sometimes, but. You know,
but why
you wanted the real version? Because that was the PG version.
That was the PG version. Trans gonna get us the R-rated. I'm gonna go X-rated.
She went to Home Depot, got filters and shit. She filtered the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? She filtered the whole thing out. You know what I'm saying? She scanned. No, this is the real version. What she trying to say is that if you with a white girl, you try and get some top while you're driving or whatever, or get a threesome, shit gonna pop off. It's whatever, whenever, however. With a black woman, it's like, you know, I got standards and we can't do this right now. We gotta wait and mom and pop, so we gotta go through a certain procedure and blah blah.
But listen,
that's what she's trying to say.
Right.
So
I feel like when they're young, that's a cool excuse. But once we're adults.
Yeah, but
I feel like, you know, when we're young, that's a great excuse. But like once we get older and you understand, like
you're grown. You do whatever you please. You're grown. Like you're an adult. So you make a decision.
But no, wait.
But why when we get grown that they don't get as grown as black women? You know, if you make it.
Let's not confuse the two things. We're talking about sex here.
Yeah.
So basically,
the PG version.
Okay, so when black women grow up, they don't go through their 20s not hearing what she just said, like, oh, we're not as whatever.
Right.
So you'd rather be like that and lose us to another race than take a chance.
Satisfy us, right?
Take a chance, right? Take a chance with the one you're with. We're not saying be out there like that, but at least maybe.
Here's the thing right there. You're saying take a chance, so every black guy that we come across, do we have to take that chance? So if we take that chance every time a black guy comes across, right?
No, that's not. No, we're talking about if you're dating or whatever. And
still dating. So
Yeah.
if okay,
I mean,
if I'm dating you,
right,
and I'm like, and we're fucking, and
Right.
I'm just taking a chance, and I'm doing this, and I'm doing whatever, like you my man,
Right.
and it don't work.
That's what happens in all
It's life.
relationships. Yeah, that's life.
You get a job, you get fired. It's the same thing.
Okay, but then at some point, y'all niggas gonna talk, and then I'm gonna be a hoe.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
not how it works.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yeah, it does.
That's not how it works.
Yeah, it
Because
does.
you're doing it with your man.
Okay, so if you're no longer my man, then Press becomes my man.
So
Then then that's who your man. That's your man.
You have girls who slept with their friend ex-boyfriend or whatever and blah blah
Right.
blah get married to the you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean maybe because I think what you're saying is you guys look at sex like it's the key to the kingdom.
Right.
Like it's not.
Right.
It's not.
Right.
And that's all we're saying. Like,
but what they will do is they still will get in the line for the guy that everybody wants and let that same guy play him. They won't jump over this hurdle and take care of it, but they'll still go after that guy that every girl wants and thinking, oh, I got him and he's not going to play me.
Exactly.
They'll do that every day, no problem.
You can't satisfy him. So are you gonna cheat on you too?
Yep.
That's just
Well, that's why you just stay single and just fuck niggas.
And hey, I'm with it.
Fuck niggas, give money.
Yeah, whatever.
The words of Little Kim. Fuck niggas, fuck bitches, give money.
But it all comes full circle.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's just, man, like, it just live your life. It could be on all levels. It could be a job. It could be a friend.
I probably had the best 20s of anybody.
That's a lie.
Fortunate.
It's a lie.
The most fortunate 20s
Not
of
like
anybody.
mine.
I say that because, oh man, where do I start at?
No, I think I had the best 20s out of everybody in the world.
What did you hear in the DMV?
Yeah.
Tim.
As a Jamaican.
Right.
With an accent.
Right. And now,
So you use that to your advantage.
Yeah.
Yo.
Listen, that's how American women are.
We be here like 40 niggas and I be by myself and I got an accent.
Right.
Like, yo, what's the Jamaican kid at? What's up with him?
You use that to your advantage.
Of course.
Well, I don't know that.
It wasn't like intentional. You know, it was just like, yo, I like the way he talked. I used to go to the recreation center and be like, yo, can you say something real quick? I'm like,
every American girl. If you have an
How would you
accent,
talk at the recreation center?
I was full blown Jamaican. I'm fresh. Like, I'm fresh here. Like, I'm fresh. I got here when I was 17.
Oh, okay.
So it took me a while to, you feel me?
Right.
So I wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna just do this because I want to get some pussy. No, I was just talking. I'm like, you guys geeked off of this shit. Like, what the fuck? You guys are weird as shit.
Right.
You know? And I'm just talking regular.
Right.
And the thing with that is, the culture is very important. Anywhere you go in the world, culture is very, very important. So the way you carry yourself and the way you see things, the way you say things, and your manners and stuff like that is totally different. So you had kids in my age group that was like so mean and bitches, and they just like do whatever they feel like. They're so rude. And I'll be so polite, not even knowing what I was doing. And for some reason, females will gravitate to me more than a regular. So it wasn't something I was like, you know what, this is a scheme. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna get some. No, I would just, shit happened to me. I was like, whoa, that did happen. I can't believe this.
Well, my story is a little bit different.
What's your story?
I was the plug. So.
Oh, as far as the weed?
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you had
you had product.
Yeah, let me guess. Like, I'll give you some of that for this. Like, what's up?
Right. I mean, just being off the plug, and then my plug was out of state, and he was foreign. So when you're American in a foreign country, you're automatically Diddy. You know, if you're in Jamaica and you're American, you're automatically Diddy. So we was in Mexico, so it was always Mexico, Dominican Republic, Jamaica. I did it all. I was fortunate. There was a time there I wouldn't even date an American girl, probably from like 99 to like 03.
Why?
I just because I was island hopping. You know what I mean? And when I come back to America, it was just like, if you're in the Caribbean and you come here.
Oh, this was for military purposes.
No. This was. How you doing? This was I got out the military at 22.
Okay.
Okay.
So, Man, that was the best decision I ever made. If I could change anything in my life, I would have did. I would go back and do my full. I would do 20 years in the military.
Why? Why would you? I mean, I talked to you. You sound like a very, very ambitious entrepreneur. Yeah. So why would you go back to
If I would change anything in my life, that's what I would do. That's
Really?
the only thing. Yeah. Because what black people don't understand about the military is you're totally taken care of when you're born here. You're the government's baby, whatever.
Right.
You have your social security number, whatever. But when you go into the military, you actually work for the government. And what a lot of people don't understand is they let the government pick their jobs, and they might have you throwing grenades. I was fortunate enough to have family members who already went in and understand if you're going to do a 4-year term and a 4-year term only, you're going to have to pick a job because it's like college then. So you want to pick a job that you can use out here in the world. You know what I mean? So if you're taught all that, then the military is a whole different experience. But even so, when you've done your time, when I've moved to Maryland, any program that the veterans are throwing, you still eligible for. So they paid for me to go to school and for a year. And the only reason I went, let's keep it honest, because they also give you a check for $1,180 a month for going.
Really?
$1,180, yeah.
Wow.
So I decided to go and back to barber school, which I had already been cutting since 1988. So I said, I'll just do something easy that I know. So I went to barber school for a year. I actually stayed there 2 years because the guy was cool and let me run it up for 2 years. And and here I am now.
Wow.
They pay for you like for life. You're taken care of for life when you go into the service.
Even right now?
Yeah. Like
Really?
as far as any program that would come, like I got my VA card still, so I'm VA medically covered.
Oh,
VA
yeah.
still covers.
Awesome.
They still cover my medical, and I got out the service in 1996.
Damn.
And they have really good health care benefits.
Yeah. So,
They have
and guess what? I never use. I don't have to. Is this your camera guy? You know this camera guy?
Yeah, that's my.
Okay.
Yeah, why?
No, it was just because I see him taking pictures.
Yeah, that's my guy. Yeah.
But so yeah, man.
And if you had a family, they'll take care of your family too.
No, yeah, definitely. I don't have any kids. I was fortunate enough to make it through. I say fortunate enough because
Damn, you
a
lucky guy. Hold on.
So go back to these 20s. I'm trying to tell you.
So you were the plug, right?
Right.
So you had the ability to travel with no responsibility at all.
Right.
And
Right.
by being the plug, which means you would take care of, you were good financially, especially being in the in service.
Correct.
So you had like 2 incomes pretty much.
Correct.
And so you were just out there just living like a fucking celebrity.
Correct.
Without the attention from the public.
Correct.
That's crazy.
With the attention from the not
And
the public,
but
the,
people who knows what's popping, and
right,
which is great because
right,
you can then go back to
right,
business and do
right.
your thing, but still come back and live a luxury life.
I was one of them celebrities before social media.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Yeah, I was fortunate.
Damn.
And
you're right. Maybe you had a better 20s than I did.
Oh
Shit.
man. You wouldn't believe
Just
it.
without the accent.
You wouldn't
I'm just
you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it.
Yo, that's just
like
crazy.
you know what I'm saying. So I got the all them fantasies, men. Your boys, the men want to fantasize about.
You made it reality.
And in hindsight, at the age that I'm at right now, that's why I'm able to just chase the money because I did everything, girls, and like I used like it's hard to I want to say this in the right way. It's hard to. I'm not trying to down women. I love women, but because
watch yourself.
Because when you're a status symbol,
right,
you see a different side of women. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say how many people's girlfriends have I slept with. Probably lots, because I was always on the go. You know what I mean? I might be in Jamaica for 2 months. I might be in Dominican Republic for 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying? So it was mostly like we're fucking. You know what I mean? Like it's mostly like we're just fucking because I'm still gonna live my life. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my life, took me to these places. So, that's just how it was. I got to, do a lot. Any business adventure, that I was interested in trying or wanted to try, I could try because I didn't. Your family's not gonna give you nothing past that first go. You know what I mean? So it's either the street or not do it because the banks definitely ain't gonna give you nothing. So once I opened up my first business when I came out the service, it was just like, wow, hold up. Oh, let me take you back further. Whenever I was 12 years old is when I first started learning how to cut hair. My cousin used to cut hair, so I used to sit and watch him every time. So then I started trying it on people in town, and I started getting it down. So by 13, I was like almost cutting great.
That was your first business?
I was cutting, not in the shop. I was cutting out of my house. So that was my first thing. So by 14, 9th grade, I was cutting everybody in the high school's hair. I had it down. I was cutting. So one Saturday morning, my grandfather knocks. I go up with my grandfather. He knocks on my door. I was like, "Hey, come here. I want you to help me do something." So I go downstairs. We go out to the car. We're riding around the town delivering the newspapers. So I'm like, I'm thinking in my mind the whole time, wonder why he wants me to help him deliver newspapers. This is dumb. I'm not doing this. So when we get back, he's like, well, listen, I'm going to wake you up tomorrow. I'm going to have you do it. And I'm just like, how am I going to do it before school? He goes, it's going to take you 20 minutes. I'm just going to wake you up 20 minutes earlier. And I used to tell him, I really don't want to do it. I don't want to do this newspaper. I don't want to do it. So he woke me up every day. He wanted me to ride my bike around my small town and do it. And I didn't want to do it. So he rode me around like 3 or 4 times himself. And then he made me ride my bike, right? So now you only get paid once a month delivering the newspapers. So during this time of him driving me around and riding my bike, I just can't believe I have to do this. You know what I mean?
For one big day pay.
Because I cut hair is what I told him. I cut hair. Oh my God. I cut hair. I don't have to do nothing. So when I'm complaining the whole month. And then I get that first check. And it wasn't a lot. But what it made me realize is I cut hair and I also do barbering. So from that point on, at 12, 14 years old, I always had 2 sources of income. It was just like, no matter what, I always have 2 sources of income. I actually don't right now, but anyway, all through my 20s, and that's what made me, on top of hustling, I also would always have a business. You know what I mean? So I always, my whole time through the Marines, I always was a Marine, the barber, and I sold cigarettes because I didn't smoke. So it just escalated. I know as black people, we're natural hustlers, or we got to hustle to survive. But once he taught me that second source of income, and I didn't even know that that's what the message was getting taught. I never looked back ever since, and no friends in the town have been close ever since.
Right. People are coming in. It's starting to get packed in here.
Because I think he opened it up as like, the canna. People always want to come get canna every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying. Like keeping it 100, they could have pushed this different. And the reason why they didn't, I'm just going to say this on there, and the reason why they didn't is because of a $50 tag. So in my mind, if I'm doing a project with you, you're not going to let me walk all the way to the end before you tell me information that the end's coming up. So if they felt like it was possibly going to be like this, I felt like we could have sat down and been like, yo, why don't you bring a couple vendors in here, act like, tell the people there's going to be vendors. But they didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Told you that. See?
Yeah. So
it's looking real crowded in here right now.
Yeah. Come on down, 226 Anacostia Road, Southeast.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The people are, filing in. We have the top of the line of every across the board.
You got a very, very free story. You got a story a lot of folks dreamed of. A lot of folks had kids at an early age, had responsibility whether it was a child or taking care of their siblings or something like that, or being independent where they had to provide for themselves. And you were fortunate enough. Look at yeah, Leighton is funny, but hey, I can't, man. I can't. There's a bunch of dogs in here. I was the only one who's not a dog in this motherfucker. I'm trying to get the bartender attention. I'm trying to get another drink. Bartender.
She can't even hear. I'm trying to get the bartender to join us. I was over there as far as like promotional.
She look at her. She get a picture.
Oh, get a picture. Get a picture.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway. Hey Tim, can you get a drink for me, please? She knows. This point at me. She know what I want.
Give me apple. She's coming. She's coming. I want apple E&J.
Can I get another? We want to talk to you real quick. But I was trying to like how you bring me a drink.
We're gonna talk to you on air.
I was trying how you bring me a drink, but yes.
We'll do the drinks first, then we'll talk to you on air. I want EJ and apple.
The same.
Apple EJ.
What did you have?
Pepsi. You can bring Pepsi too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get ice. Can you throw some ice in there first? A little bit of ice. Do you?
I want the same.
It's four.
Yes, please.
All right, while these fellas trying to get their drink orders together.
Yeah, can you come on and have a drink with us as well? How about that?
If you guys are still listening, come on, you make your way down to 226 Anacostia Road, Southeast DC. It's definitely getting packed in here. We have can of food, can of drinks, can of treats. We have Big Sip on the ones and twos. It's just straight weed all out. It's just weed everywhere.
So basically,
weed in your head, weed in your purse.
So basically,
the vibe is
coming.
It's coming.
You're getting high.
I feel like in an hour.
No, I'm not getting fucking high.
You're getting high. That's all that is.
I'm not getting high. Okay.
I feel like in an hour it's gonna be like swamped, and we're gonna need security around us.
Yeah, it's getting
so
loud.
I need to.
People in here, get crowded here.
The bartender girl that's coming over, I explained to her, she's bi. I explained to her
she's bi?
She's bi.
That's what's up. I'm with her. I like her.
I explained to her that at Hustle Firm. Anyway, that's another question. I want to build a girl promotional team, which I talked to Prez about because nobody's doing this anymore.
We at the Glow House for the Canna events that they have. I help Ven with Diesel Easel.
Okay.
And
are you scared of the mic? Cause she didn't go
loud. Like it's really loud in my ear.
It's loud. Okay, let's turn it a little bit. Okay, there you go.
But
how about now?
You just turned it all the way off.
All the way off?
So she can't hear us.
How about now?
Okay, good.
Better. Okay.
Is that better?
Yeah, you better. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just freelancing. I'm figuring my life out. So I just wake up and then I do whatever I do that day.
You smoke a lot of weed?
I smoke enough. I don't overdo it. I'm good at a regular high.
Regular high?
Yeah.
Where you from?
Born and raised in DC.
Okay, Southeast?
Uptown.
All day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Northwest.
Northwest. Yo, what's
gang.
Get this shit right, nigga. Yeah, so you're currently figuring your life out?
I am. The bigger picture is gonna come out. My business is called It Is the Love, and so I want to serve as a platform, more like a community board for other entrepreneurs to put themselves on and promote for them and do things like that. And I would just catch a percentage off the back end of whatever profit I would bring them.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a consulting thing, working out the business plan and all of that. Having been born and raised here, I know a lot of people.
Okay.
And a lot of people that take their businesses seriously and that I promote and that are mostly black owned or LGBT owned.
So promote. So you promote?
Yeah.
Okay. How you feel about where you at right now? How you feel about how the game is treating you as far as success? So you say you're figuring your life out right now, but how do you feel about you bartend here for most of the cannabis events? How you liking what you select as far as figuring your life out? You think you made the right decision?
Yeah, I'm in a good space.
Good space.
Think, the Glow House is just the beginning.
Okay.
Of what they can do with this legally.
Okay.
This is a very booming business. Cannabis itself.
Yeah.
I think the numbers were 12 billion last year.
Wow, billion.
Yeah. It's $1 billion industry.
Wow. So if you get like negative 1%, you're still rich.
Exactly.
Right.
So everything is fully dependent on the laws and they change daily. As far as recreational use. Yeah. Something came out recently. Jeff Sessions, he's not having that shit. They don't want this to be legal because they can't tax it yet. So that's why the raids happen in DC and all of this because they're trying to find loopholes to make it seem like it's illegal when it's not.
So why don't they just I guess if they tax it? See, the thing with that is what it sounds like. If they do tax it, it's bad for the weed community, for the cannabis community, because it's like now it becomes so available that you guys won't be able to make any money off it.
Exactly. So anything that the government can't get paid or capitalize off of is no good.
Right. So how you feel about that? Cause that's that's a thin line right there.
I mean, it's
because it's like
if
they tax it, then you're free to utilize.
She's doing it got her Joy. We got Joy hitting the blunt. Yes, she did it right. And I will say, you can go off a girl's blunt hitting skills to where if she's a certain type. And I don't feel like any dude's gonna jump out the bed now if she's in the bed with him. So I'm happy.
What the hell,
I'm happy for her.
Look, man, I don't know why you're giving out blood anyway to begin with. That's too much for her, man.
Respect. At least she did it. She accepted the challenge. She did it.
I don't know who put her up to the challenge.
Yeah, I don't either, but she did it. She handled it like a G. She about to go on vacation. You know what I mean?
I just stick
Send
with
us
the
some
edible.
great pics.
Oh, you gonna sleep good.
Oh, you ate the edible?
I'm gonna get one.
Okay.
Matter of fact, let me get the edible.
What, the first edible? I probably gotta go to my car. I'm probably out of money. I gotta go to my car. I gotta go to my car. I spent all money on liquor.
Why is this dude calling?
You got money on you? You got funds on you? You got cash on you?
What up?
Whatever,
What up?
20, whatever. I'll give it right back.
Oh God.
What's up?
Why am I still like dying from it?
What man's? What white
You
dude?
hit it wrong, Joy. You know you hit it wrong.
Did I?
Ain't no white. Oh, you ate 3 of them?
Hey, he's on the phone. We doing all type of things here.
Yeah, I'm on
you
the
know,
phone.
we on the phone.
I'm on the radio again. I gotta hit you back.
Yeah, we live.
We live at 226
And
Anacostia Road. This
coming
may be a thing. You never know.
What you mean, maybe?
I mean, like as far as coming to Anacostia Road often, broadcasting from here. This is something new that we could bring into the bring into the Canna community as a, I don't know what,
A permanent thing,
yeah, permanent thing.
Yeah,
Maybe-
whatever
maybe-
events. Yeah.
Maybe people will start, bringing something different to it. Different type of entertainment.
I think once we make a name of it and the date and stuff like that, I think it definitely be it's just branding.
So I'm a super competitor more than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
And it comes with just comes with all the stuff living and growing up and having to deal with, and being fortunate enough to be around. So to me, this was a loss as far as I wanted a bigger number of people here. We got the word out, so I don't know. People's trying to lean me towards 2K. I don't know. It's hit or miss. I will say, prior to this event, I went to 2 other Madden events, and it was real similar, the same way. So I don't know if people in the DMV won't go out to a Madden.
But how
tournament.
did you market it? Was it a grand prize in the last event? What was the catch of the last event?
That one was at a bar. I forget what listing I saw it on, where it lists like when they have events. So I don't know what kind of I don't know what kind of promotions you have to do for people to come out and play Madden in the tournament. Every time you post something, like say if you post the rules or fatigue or something like that, there'll always be people to jump on there. Oh man, I would play if it was on all Madden, or I would play if the fatigue was on. And I'm just like, I go to tournaments. I went to tournaments to look around prior to mine, and it was the same result. So I figured since this one was inside the Canna community, that people would at least be curious enough to come out and look around.
Yeah, I think it's probably the market. And what time is it? It was a good number of people here, but this is your first event, correct?
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Mm-hmm. First event, second event will be way more. Again, you're making a name for yourself in the DMV. You're fresh as far as like throwing events. Am I right?
Correct.
Yeah. So this is not bad for. Do you know all the people here?
No.
Okay, so they're getting familiar with what you're doing. So it's a matter of getting these folks to follow you.
Correct.
So next time we want to get like a banner behind me right now. We want to get something like that for you, just to let them know you're throwing these events, so they can or give them a card to leave or something like that. What are you giving the people to take with them when they leave the facility?
Prior to today, we had that flyer that we was giving everyone when they walked out. Okay. So because we passed out over half the flyers, had a radio push and an internet presence, we definitely thought we would draw some people. I don't know if it was a 50, I don't know if it was whatever, but when people go to the Canna community events, they're going in spending more than 50.
Okay.
Most of the time. Of course, we'll get them people though.
Do you think it's the numbers as far as the $50 entry price? No.
Because I feel like the Canna community and the people that play Madden have $50. I just feel like They would rather just sit on the couch and keep playing their same man that they know you know what I mean? It's just a comfortability thing, I guess. I don't know. It just hasn't hit in our culture. It's almost like Jay-Z has to do a Madden commercial, then everybody will line up and play Madden.
I think if you put a great number on it, man, as far as the grand prize, you have a bunch of people out here. If you put a number, if you put $500 in the flyer and say it's a $500 championship, I promise you.
I'll put 1,000.
1,000?
Put 2,000.
Today?
If it's gonna bring people.
Today?
No, not today.
If you put 500 and start it out, I guarantee you'll see a bigger outcome.
500, that's it?
Yeah. And this is start out. To start out. And it gets bigger and get bigger and get bigger.
Big. I'll put 2,000 up. I want the place packed. I want like 100 people in the tournament.
Yeah.
But it's almost like, what do you got to do to draw 100 people out the DMV to be in the tournament?
You put 2K, let's do it. Like that's definitely.
Everyone's telling me 2K.
2K for 2K. 2K with 2. That's the next. That's the theme for the next event.
What's the next Sunday? What's the Sunday after the 14th? Is that the 21st?
Yeah, 2K for 2K.
Because we could shoot for. And then it's like, do you mark it too long? Because if you mark it for a month, do people get drawn out and forget? Or
No.
2-week push? Do you do 3-week push?
2-week push. 2-week push.
2-week push.
The 21st, 2K for 2K. If you can lock that down. Can I? Where's the bar? Can I?
Where's
2K for 2K?
Steph Love.
Yeah. She forgot I paid the 2K for 2K.
Oh, DJ
2K for 2K. Maybe I'll do that.
That's a good thing.
Maybe I'll do
2K
that.
for 2K.
2K for 2K.
You know, pre-registration. You can pre-register not the same day, but you can send information and we create an Eventbrite. We put a number on it. You got to put in their credit card information. They pay for registration, $50. You know, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, I'm ready too. Because
right. So it's like that's $40. That's for the people registration.
People are pissing me off with Madden, so I'm ready to go to 2K. Like I said, I went to
you can actually do both. I keep on telling you that.
But I know I could do both, but the people just don't come out to play a Madden tournament. So I'd rather just try 2K and not do Madden. Because I went to them other two, Baltimore and in Maryland, and people just don't come out for them. I don't know what it is.
For Madden?
For Madden.
So
them tournaments were $25 entry fee.
The last event, where did you where did you go to those events? Was it here?
One was in Baltimore at a bar, and the other one was here, not in 226, but here in Maryland at where was that at? It was in Waldorf somewhere in Maryland. It was probably a bar because it wasn't a single family home or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
But this is mostly what people are eating and buying. Okay. And so the sugar is what's giving, hence what's not giving you as.
Your body craves sugar.
Correct.
Already.
Yeah. So with mango, if you eat mango,
Take that jacket off.
I ain't smoking.
I couldn't wait.
I took a couple of days off. I was
couldn't
gonna take
wait.
30 days off, but fuck it. I mean,
Yeah, you can say fuck it.
I have a trucker's mouth, so sorry about that.
Yeah, you can say fuck
Some
it.
stuff will
bitch.
slip out every now and again.
You can say bitch, pussy.
Yeah, we own this, so we do whatever we please.
Oh, nice.
That's the beauty of this.
Oh,
platform.
man.
This is our network.
Watch out for Hustle Firm in 2018. I'm telling y'all.
This is how we do whatever we want. Yeah, we
I'm
got a
telling
lot
y'all.
coming, man.
Thank you for having us. Though,
Yes. Thank you for having us.
We definitely gotta.
Yeah, man.
Maybe I won't throw the tournament. I'll just have you guys here once a month, and we'll just talk on the radio.
And invite some smokers over.
Yeah, and we'll just invite some smokers. We'll let them do their thing, and we'll just sit over here. Well, we'll figure something else different. Maybe this was supposed to happen a different way. Maybe we're supposed to do something.
It's not over.
It's not over. It's the first one.
I mean, yeah. The thing is, like I said, I was gonna do a couple Madden tournaments in a row to build it up, but I've been getting so much feedback on NBA 2K, along with a guy who's willing to sponsor, who is a professional basketball player. So we could be leaning towards 2K like real soon.
Why don't you do the same, two different stations?
Or maybe that.
That sounds two different crowd.
That
You know,
sounds
it's what the time. You
that
know,
sounds good to
Madden
me.
right now. You know what I'm saying? The Madden is gonna work, but that 2K is gonna be where it's at.
Yeah.
At 2K, maybe you can get a FIFA going. You know, Prez Jamaican. He know a whole bunch of Jamaicans that play soccer.
We'd have to do FIFA. We'd have to do FIFA, but for real, if it was Jamaican
or Call of Duty, I don't know. You know, smokers do a lot of shit.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Just make it a whole entire game event. We get
just different, a couple different games.
I'm telling you, 3 or 4 stations set up, like 4 minimum, something like that.
Right.
Different markets, different, you know what I'm saying, different grand prize and trophy.
I do want to say something about Jamaica. If I could do anything for Jamaica, I mean, you know, dealing with Jamaica, I would open up a driving school in which they could come over here to America. A Jamaican on a fucking a Jamaican on a 50-foot wide track, and you tell him he'll give me $3 million if he wins. I'm putting my money on a Jamaican every time.
I don't get that reference, Jamaica.
You have to ride in a car in Jamaica with anybody. It don't matter who.
These niggas making crazy. Like,
the roads in Jamaica are 6 foot wide.
nigga,
So
and there's jokes online with like it's like a small one-way street. There's like 3 cars and fitting the motherfuckers fit that shit.
the roads in Jamaica are 6 foot wide, and they drive over 70 mile an hour at all times, except when they got to stop at a stop sign. So there's no doubt in my mind I would put all my money into a NASCAR driving school to bring Jamaicans over legally to drive in NASCAR. And then they would cancel NASCAR because, you know, they don't like when we take over stuff. The Jamaicans would definitely take over NASCAR.
I don't think there has been. Is there a black NASCAR driver that's been like good?
Nah, that's because they haven't touched in Jamaica.
Well, go ahead, Perez. You are Jamaican. You probably can drive real good too.
I can drive real good.
You probably can.
I'm a decent driver.
Can you drive real good, Joy?
You want to get mine?
Anyway, we laugh.
You can get mine. I got some meat.
We laugh and shit.
What you want to eat? You want to carry up? Can you look it up?
Yeah,
nah, where your phone at?
Hey, I think we should mix live on air for a little bit. What you think?
Mix it like, yeah.
Let's mix it live. All right, hustlefarmradio.com. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna get on these wheels, man. I'm gonna cut up for a little bit, and we'll be back.
Sip.
We'll be back in a
Check
little
him
bit.
out. He's on Instagram.
Make sure y'all follow the kid on Instagram, BIGG_SIPP. Hit my Instagram. Let me know what y'all want to hear, man. I'm about to get to work. We'll be back.
To make a mixtape.
No, he's not gonna do it. The break, Sip gotta listen. That's what it is.
You said he won't do the mixtape? Is that what you said, or did you said he won't listen to get broke? I missed that.
To listen. I mean, Sip started listening right now, so it's great. But to keep it a buck with you, Sip's got to listen. Sip is very talented.
We're still on air. You go.
I don't care. He didn't listen.
Don't talk about Sip on no air, y'all. That's off air talk.
Sip is a grown ass man. He listens to himself, you know. He just got to listen. Sip got his own agenda. He got his own thing. He's very independent. He's very talented.
But the right bag coming through his ears, he's gonna change up.
Exactly. That's where the bag comes from. But as far as Sip got everything he needs to become a nationwide DJ. I think he just needs to listen more, and I think he'd be very successful. That's what it is. As far as the mixtape goes, those conversations, we've been had those conversations.
And what's he think about that?
It goes back to what I said. Sip don't listen.
But listen, what kind of mixtapes are you talking about? Are you talking about getting the local artists and doing like how DJ Clue did it, or are you talking about like, you know what I mean, like getting exclusive freestyles from the local artists, for Big Sip?
We didn't get that deep. Yeah.
Because on top of, you know, if you're trying to bring this local talent over, that could be a catalyst also for the local talent.
Okay.
Is having Big Sip put a mixtape out with everyone's, you know, with a freestyle or whatever, a song on it. Because then that's another, you know, it's another avenue. I'm just thinking, you know, I put this, since I picked this up, you know, my thoughts are different.
But then you put that down and you not caulking all over the place.
He's thinking now?
Yeah, so now I'm expansion. I'm in expansion mode right now. And I don't know. I mean, because I'm a super marketer, like OCD, meaning like I can tell already by a brand, just glow. I can tell by already when I'm around the people if I'm gonna if it's something that I would be around, because I've been around a lot of stuff, So I feel like you guys have the I feel like you guys have all the tools.
Yeah.
And I got the fire to put under anyone's ass to make it happen.
Oh, really?
So if it came down to, go ahead. What you gonna say? Oh, go ahead.
I'm just saying we already got everything that like I always tell people. I have guys that come to my studio and they say they're gonna open a studio. I'm like, why would you open a studio when I have a studio here? Why don't you just invest in what I have right here, right now?
Black people don't do that.
You're so like
black people don't do that. And they don't want to put the money in your hand.
And what they're gonna do? They're gonna ask me how to open a studio.
Right.
And I'm like, nigga, I'm gonna charge you.
Right.
You pay me for my information.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's the problem. That's the problem with us. As soon as they see that you're an African American owner, first of all, they don't want you to charge them for the studio time. And like they want all the information on how to get their own, so they don't have to pay you.
Yeah, and they're gonna end up doing the same thing because now they're still gonna come back. The way it works is, you could be a radio station. We're gonna work together eventually.
Right.
And I already got that.
Right.
It's a matter of time. When you, it's like who's the Dipset? It's like Dipset talking about Jay-Z and Jim Jones going back to the Rock Nation. We may beef right now, but we're gonna work together eventually, and that's maturity.
Right.
I'm at the stage where I want to work with you right now. I'm already mature.
Right.
You just gotta get mature to get on my level. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like the chances you took that I took.
Right.
I'm actually giving you for free, and that free means you got to invest in what you pay for. Because I went out and spent $200K and whatever I did.
Right.
You didn't take that chance.
Right.
You know, you're not talking
definitely.
to me because you identified that I've done something that's very successful.
Right.
And you're intrigued by it, and you want to be a part of it, and you want to do the same thing I've done.
Right.
So since I already took those losses and those chances, why would you go back and hit the same park truck and cut your knee up and get stitched and blah 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 when I already did that for you?
Right.
You know, so it's like it just the conversation just goes. But nah, I see a lot of people.
It's tough than African Americans to understand and get it. Like these guys get it, you get it. It's first of all, it's already tough to get us to stick together and do something. And then we have if we make it successful, then you're gonna have the haters. You're gonna have the people who try to want it free, and they'll pay the white man 10 times money with no fucking problem.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So. You have a good brand, and you know.
Oh, appreciate that.
You should be able to grow it. This is a third year in.
Yeah.
Third year in.
2.5 years. Yeah.
The music thing could really take off this year, man.
I have a lot of music, but I know a lot of people. I have an engineer, I have a producer, I have writers, I have everything. And when it comes to music, the funny part of what you're saying right now, the radio station stands out, the studio stands out, but musically, no one really knows what we can do, and that's the funny part. Because musically is our strength, to be honest with you.
And you have the connection to Karma, for example. Sip, the artists that you have and the songs that you want to break, you can break them right in the club.
I know.
You have everything. Like you see
everything.
What I'm saying? When I was telling you about the total package, you're not gonna find people with every fucking thing. These guys they have everything. They have the house. They have the clientele. They have, you know what I mean? Look, I'm trying to throw something here, and they still got their clientele set. They got it. You know what I'm saying? You guys got it. I'm just trying to find my niche down here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we talk some more now, but as far as the niche go. Yeah, we got a lot. We got the artist thing, we got the event thing, the radio thing. You got a podcast, us coming out broadcasting live. You got the you got everything. You got graphic. You got a consultant. I don't know if you picked up per our conversation. When it comes to marketing and branding, I'm a little sharp. I think it's a gift. Seriously,
I feel like it is to me too.
Yeah, so
and you know why? It's because I opened my first business up at 23, and what people don't realize that don't never opened up a business before. Once you get all the way to the point where you open a business, then you automatically have to turn into a marketer to promote your business and get your business out.
I didn't look at it like that. That's what happened to me then. I was like 20, whatever.
So, but you might not have looked at it like that, but that's what you become. Once the business starts, boom, day one, you have to get the business, and I've had like 6 different businesses in my life, but you have to get the word out about that business. Meaning,
right.
You know, you got to get Hustle Firm out. You got to let people know you got these artists. You got to let people know that these artists are hot. You got to let people know that you can podcast from anywhere. You got to let people, you know what I mean? You're a natural marketer because that's what you have to do to your natural business. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I don't look at it like that, but yeah, that's some good shit.
Joy has just silenced the room.
Yeah, Joy walked in the silence room.
He took the coat off.
Baby. Bust a front in the place, you know.